For 40 years, this nation had never won a single knockout game at a World Cup. Not one. And the man who finally dragged them across that line was supposed to be broken. Watch closely. This is the night Canada stopped being a question. We open their file. Minutia. One nation, one story. The fall before the triumph. Begin with the wound, because every redemption starts with a body that should not be on the pitch. His name is Alphonso Davies, a boy born in a refugee camp in Ghana, a player who became the heartbeat of Bayern Munich, the fastest thing in the German league, the face of a country that had waited generations to matter. And then the fall, March 2025. This same city, this same stadium. SoFi, Los Angeles. Davies goes down clutching his knee, a torn ligament, months erased. And when he claws his way back, the body betrays him again. A hamstring. Then again. 3 times in a single year, his own muscles tear themselves apart. He misses the entire group stage of his home World Cup, the tournament he was meant to lead. He watches from the touchline as his country plays without him. Now hold that image, because Canada were not supposed to be here either. This is a team carrying 4 decades of silence. In 1986, their first World Cup, they played 3 games, scored nothing, lost everything. In 2022, the same cruel pattern. 3 games, 3 defeats. A nation that produced one of the most exciting players on earth, and a men's team that had never, not once, won a knockout match on football's biggest stage. They are co-hosts now. The spotlight is theirs. And with it comes the oldest fear in sport. What if the whole world is watching when you fall again? The group stage does nothing to calm the doubt. A nervy 1-1 draw with Bosnia and Herzegovina to open. Then, for one afternoon, the dam breaks. 6 goals, 6 against Qatar, a statement of everything this team could be. And then Switzerland brings them back to earth, 2-1, and the questions return louder than before. Second place in the group, a knockout tie against South Africa. And still, no Davies. South Africa arrive with their own hunger. Bafana beaten by Mexico in their opener, then steadied, a draw with Czechia, and a famous 1-0 win over South Korea to reach the last 32. They too have never won a World Cup knockout game. 2 nations, same ceiling, same ghost. Only one of them gets to break it tonight. So they meet under the lights at SoFi Stadium, and for 75 minutes it is everything everyone feared. Tense, tight, chances smothered. A goalkeeper named Ronwen Williams standing tall in the South African goal, the clock grinding forward. Extra time looming like a sentence. This is exactly how Canadian World Cup stories have always ended. In nothing, and then the 75th minute. Marsch makes the call. Off the bench, into the same stadium that took his knee 15 months ago, walks Alphonso Davies. Feel the weight of that. The exact patch of grass where his body broke. The same lights. He returns to the scene of the injury that nearly ended him in the biggest match of his nation's history, with the whole story still unwritten. And he does not flinch. Within moments he is flying down the left, the speed undimmed, and he slides the best pass of the entire match across the box to promise David. The goal gapes, David swings, wide, inches from immortality. But here is what should worry every favourite still left in this tournament. Canada did not crumble when that chance died. They did not retreat into 40 years of habit, they believed. Stoppage time, 90 minutes plus 2. The ball drops to Eustáquio on the edge of the box. No angle, no obvious danger, the kind of half chance that fades into 1,000 forgotten matches. And he does not let it bounce. He strikes it first time, a volley, rising and dipping in the same breath, curling away from Williams's fingertips and into the bottom corner of the net. SoFi Stadium detonates. 92 minutes, one swing of a boot, 40 years of failure, gone. Canada 1, South Africa 0. The first knockout win in the history of Canadian men's football, scored in the dying seconds in front of their own people, with the prodigal son back on the pitch where he was once carried off. And the cruelty of it cuts both ways. South Africa, who fought so hard, who came so close, walk off carrying the same ghost they arrived with. Because that is the knockout stage. There is no second leg. There is only the file, and whether you close it or it closes you. But Canada's file is open now in a way it has never been before. They march on to Houston, the 4th of July, to face the winner of the Netherlands and Morocco. And waiting in the heart of it, sharpening, is a player the group stage never got to see. Davies has 75 minutes of rust burned off. The favourites prepared for a Canada without their best weapon. That Canada no longer exists. This is the part everyone misremembers about redemption. They think it is the goal. The volley, the roar. It is not. Redemption is the 75th minute. It is the decision to walk back onto the ground that broke you when no one would have blamed you for staying down. The goal was Eustáquio's. The courage was Davies. The history belongs to all of them. But do not mistake one night for the whole story. A single knockout win does not erase 40 years. It does not silence the doubters who will return the moment Canada concede first. This is not the end of the climb. It is the first time they have ever stood at the bottom of it and looked up without fear. The favourites should be worried, not because Canada are perfect, because Canada are no longer afraid. One game is not redemption, it is a door finally open, and what walks through it next is the only thing that matters. The file stays open. If this hit, like it, share it with one football friend, and subscribe. A new file opens tomorrow. The files never close.